A few decades ago, a backyard garden could feed a family with almost nothing from the store. Seeds were saved in paper envelopes. Water was carried to the roots, not wasted on the surface. Weeds became fertilizer. Scraps came back as food. An old newspaper or a pile of wood chips had a job. Then gardening slowly changed. Seeds became something you bought every spring. Soil became something in plastic bags. Fertility became a bottle. Weed control became a spray. And the backyard, once a living system, became a shopping list. Our grandparents knew better. They did not garden because it was cute. They gardened because food, water, and soil had to keep working when money was tight. These 25-old off-grid garden tricks still work today, but only if you understand the rule behind them. A strong garden wastes almost nothing. Number 8 is over 4,000 years old. Number 13 sounds strange until you understand the nutrient cycle. And number 25 turns a walking path into a slow fertilizer machine. Number 1. Vinegar for weeds. Vinegar is not gentle on green leaves. Its acetic acid dries soft plant tissue fast, especially in hot sun. Use it on driveway cracks, concrete edges, fence lines, and places where nothing useful should grow. Do not spray it beside tomatoes, peppers, lettuce, or young seedlings. Natural can still burn. Wrong place, dead plant. Number 2. Seed saving. Your grandmother did not always buy new seed packets. She let the strongest bean plants dry, saved the pods, and stored seeds in paper envelopes with pencil marks on the front. That was not just thrift. That was selection. Save from the plant that survived your soil, your heat, your pests, and your strange weather. And next year's garden starts stronger. Modern hybrid seeds can be useful, but many do not grow. True. The next year, a seed packet becomes a leash when you must buy it every spring. Open pollinated seeds let the garden keep a memory. Number 3. Honey and cinnamon. For cuttings, old gardeners used a light touch of honey and cinnamon on rose, basil, or jasmine cuttings. Honey helps protect the cut and keep it moist. Cinnamon helps fight fungal trouble while new roots begin. But do not make it sticky. Too much invites ants, mold, and rot. The kitchen cabinet used to be part of the garden shed. Number 4. Deep root watering. Surface water disappears fast. The sun steals it, and shallow roots learn to wait near the top for the next easy drink. Then one hot week arrives. The upper soil dries out, and the plant collapses. Old gardeners buried a bottle, pot, or pipe with small holes beside the plant and filled it with water. Moisture went down where roots should grow. Less evaporation, fewer wet leaves, deeper roots, stronger plants. The store sells surface systems. The old trick was better. Put water where the roots should be. Number 5. Clean charcoal in pots. Before biochar became an expensive word, people used clean wood charcoal. It holds moisture, gives microbes a place to live, and helps nutrients stay in the soil longer. But never use barbecue briquettes with lighter fluid, salt, or chemicals. BBQ charcoal is not garden charcoal. If it was made to start a grill fast, it was not made to feed your plants. Number 6. Not every seed needs its own cell. Beets, onions, scallions, and radishes can grow in small clusters. 3 or 4 seeds in one cell saves space, time, and potting mix. But do not crowd tomatoes, peppers, pumpkins, squash, or eggplants. Some plants can share. Some need their own house. Number 7. Sunken growing and micro. Old growers used shade, walls, low beds, and earth protection to soften heat and wind. You do not need to dig a dangerous underground garden. The lesson is simpler. Shape the small climate around the plant. Shade the soil, block wind. Use mulch, fences, and the coolness of the ground to protect roots before weather attacks them. Number 8. Alia clay. Pot irrigation. This ancient trig uses unglazed terracotta. Buried in the soil. Fill the pot with water, cover the top, and dry soil pulls moisture through the clay pores. No pump, no wire, no sensor, no electricity. When the soil is thirsty, it drinks. When the soil is moist, the flow slows down. But glazed clay kills the trick because the pores are sealed. This is not decoration. It is a 4,000-year-old water control system. Number 9. The board germination trick. After sowing seeds, old gardeners watered the bed and placed a board or cardboard over the soil for a short time. It keeps moisture in and protects seeds from birds and harsh sun. Check daily. Remove it as soon as sprouts appear, or the seedlings turn pale and weak. Used correctly, it protects the most fragile stage of the garden for almost no money. Number 10. Aspirin water for plant defense. Some gardeners use a weak aspirin solution because it relates to salicylic acid, a plant defense signal. But this is not. It does not replace good soil, airflow, and water. The lesson is that plants defend themselves, and a smart gardener supports that defense instead of always forcing growth with more products. Number 11. Aloe vera. For rooting, fresh aloe gel can help keep a cutting moist and protected while it begins to root. Dip the cut in lightly, then plant Italiano. Use a touch, not a blanket. Too much wet organic gel can invite rot ants and mold. Number 12. Gardening with rain. Modern gardeners water by schedule. Old gardeners watch the sky. They sowed before steady rain and transplanted when clouds softened the sun. Rainwater settles seed gently and saves stored water, but timing matters. A light rain helps. A storm can wash seeds away. The old skill was patience. Number 13. Diluted urine fertilizer. This makes modern people uncomfortable, but old farmers understood nutrient cycles. Urine contains nitrogen and other nutrients plants can use, but it must be handled with discipline. Dilute it strongly, often around 1 part urine to 10 parts water. Apply to soil, not leaves. Avoid it if there are health, medication, or food safety concerns. This is not about being gross. It is about understanding that nutrients should not always leave the system forever. Waste becomes fertility only when handled with respect. Number 14. The wartime pig club principle. During hard times, scraps did not always become trash. Families used animals, composts, or shared systems to turn leftovers into food and manure. Today you must follow local laws and animal welfare rules, but the principle still matters. A resilient backyard does not throw every nutrient away. Chickens, rabbits, worms, compost, and leaf mold all follow the same old logic. Stop treating fertility like garbage. Number 15. Epsom salt for tomatoes. When tomato leaves yellow between the veins, magnesium may be part of the problem, and Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate. Use a small amount only when the symptom fits. Do not throw it everywhere, because it is cheap. Too much of any mineral can unbalance. So, the plants should show you the problem before you reach for the cure. Number 16. Turmeric powder for plant wounds. Old gardeners used turmeric around cut stems, divided roots, and vulnerable spots after pruning. A small dusting can help dry and protect a wound. But protection is not suffocation. Do not bury the plant in spice. Food, medicine, and soil were once closer than modern stores made them feel. Number 17. Comfrey liquid fertilizer. Comfrey sends deep roots down and pulls minerals into its leaves. Soak the leaves in water, and they break down into a dark, strong liquid feed. It smells rough, but diluted properly. Fruiting plants like tomatoes, peppers, pumpkins, and squash can benefit. Comfrey is a fertilizer factory growing in the corner. You'll plant it once, cut it again and again, and feed the garden without buying another bottle. Number 18. Old newspaper mulch. Before plastic landscape fabric, gardeners used wet newspaper between rows, 4 or 5 sheets thick, soaked with water, then covered with straw, grass clippings, or compost. It blocked weeds, held the moisture, and decomposed into organic matter. Plastic covers soil. Newspaper can feed it. That is the difference between a product and a cycle. Number 19. Weed tea fertilizer. If weeds have not gone to seed and are not diseased, soak them in a barrel of water until their nutrients leach out. The result is dark, smelly liquid fertilizer. Dilute it before using. Never use seed-heavy weeds unless you want to grow your own problems. A weed can be stolen fertility waiting to return. Number 20. Egg cartons. As seed trays, paper egg cartons make simple starter cells. Fill them with compost, sow seeds, and plant the whole torn cell when seedlings are ready. The cardboard breaks down, and roots suffer less shock. Strong home system uses what the house already produces. Number 21. Coffee grounds for soil improvement. Coffee grounds are not magic, but composted or spread lightly, they add organic matter and improve texture. Acid-loving plants may appreciate them. Do not dump wet piles around stems. Thick coffee mats can block air. Thin, mixed, and composted is the safer rule. Number 22. No-dig gardening. Soil is not dead dirt. It is fungi, bacteria, worm tunnels, moisture channels, and structure. Turning it over every season breaks the system trying to help you. Old gardeners added compost on top and let worms pull it down. Less digging, better moisture, fewer weed seeds brought to the surface. The store sells tillers because turny soil looks like work. But the soil often wants cover, food, and peace. Number 23. Pine needles for mulch. Dry pine needles shade soil, slow weeds, hold moisture, and slowly add organic matter. They work especially well around plants that tolerate slight acidity, like strawberries, blueberries, and some ornamentals. Do not pack them against stems. Mulch should protect, not choke. Bare soil is a thief. It steals water, invites weeds, and bakes roots. Number 24. Slanted cups for seedlings. A straight-sided container can grip the root ball like a trap. A slanted cup lets the plug slide out with less damage. Fewer broken roots means less transplant shock and faster recovery. Sometimes the harvest is saved before the plant ever reaches the bed. Number 25. Wood chip paths that become fertilizer. A garden path does not have to be dead space. Lay clean wood chips between beds, walk on them for a season, and let rain, fungi, and worms break down the bottom layer. After a year or 2, shovel that dark material into beds and add fresh chips to the path. That is not just a walkway. That is a slow compost machine. It keeps your boots clean today and feeds your soil tomorrow. Before we wrap this up, one honest note. Some visuals in this video are AI-assisted illustrations, and a few scenes are dramatized to make these old garden systems easier to see and understand. But the problems, limits, and practical lessons are grounded in real gardening and home resilience. Principles. The real lesson is not that every old trick is perfect. It is that our grandparents saw the garden as a cycle, not a shopping list. Water stayed. Seeds stayed. Nutrients came back. Soil stayed covered. Roots grew deeper. Waste. became fertility. A path became compost, a kitchen scrap became plant food, and every season, the backyard depended a little less on the store. That is what modern gardening forgot, and that is what we can rebuild. If you remember one garden trick your parents or grandparents used, write it in the comments. And if one part of your garden always fails first, write one word: water, weeds, soil, seeds, or pests. Whichever one shows up most is the old system we rebuild next.